Do you have an internal blooper reel of excruciatingly embarrassing conversations? If that's the case, you might go out of your way to wrap up conversations quickly in order to avoid other awkward situations. Avoiding social connections can hurt you since conversational skills require time and effort. You must engage in more conversation, strike up more conversations, and develop a willingness to be vulnerable if you are serious about trying to enhance your social skills. Welcome to Prepared Leaders. In this video, I'll discuss what I think is the quickest approach to improving your conversational skills. Nothing will surpass this one thing that will enhance your communication skills, no matter how many videos you watch on charisma and social skills. You must first realize that you did not acquire a social disability at birth. We humans are a very social species. So much so that if you take a baby and place it in a room full of people, the baby will eventually learn to speak just by observing. There is no need to approach that infant and tell it is a cat. Oh cat, meow meow, have CAT, say with me. None of it is required of you. The baby can pick up your language just by watching you chat and go about your daily routines. And the reason for this is that when it comes to social interactions, which if you think about it is really what language is, the human brain is actually powerful at finding patterns and rules. Rules and patterns. So you weren't born with a social disability. Simply said, you haven't given your brain enough experience to watch interactions and become proficient in all of the patterns and norms, which is why your social skills aren't that excellent. In most cases, it's not really your fault either. Because in current society, we spend a significant amount of time engaging with one another in front of computers, and the problem has only gotten worse with each passing generation. It took me until I was almost 20 years old before I purchased a smartphone. However, most children today acquire their first smartphone before turning 10. And as we all know, sending a message and accepting a friend request don't require much expertise or practice. Emojis and typing are two ways we can interact with one another. However, speaking to someone in person is much more effective. Your brain is unable to pick up on the hundreds of tiny details about the other person when you communicate, including their hundreds of tiny patterns and rules. For instance, things like their posture, tone of voice, eye contact, proximity, and body language. If you want to make friends, you must be aware of each of these factors when conversing with others in real life. However, when you text or message someone using your magic little rectangle, all of these elements are completely absent. Speaking to people in person is kind of like learning a new language. Simply put, you haven't been allowing your brain enough time to fully learn this language, which is why your social skills aren't that great and you become anxious when you meet new people. Although you are excellent at texting, your real-world speaking is barely passable. It is similar to how I struggled to pass Chinese in high school. And before we continue, I'll be giving you time to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. And let's continue. The best way to improve your communication skills and learn a language is to talk to more people and do more social things. This will give your brain more chances to notice and learn the language's unique rules and patterns. You could be asking yourself, how do I practice more? So when I was around 18 years old, I made a decision to do the 100 Interaction Challenge in an effort to enhance my social abilities. In essence, you have 1 month to communicate with 100 people. It isn't important how in-depth the exchanges are. It would still count as an interaction if you ran up to somebody, said hello, and then ran away. Most of the time during this assignment, when I asked for directions, I pretended that my phone had died and I was lost. Even though at first these conversations seemed to be short and simple, I ended up having deeper conversations with them. By the time the challenge was finished, I had given my brain a ton of practice, and I had noticed a noticeable improvement in my social abilities. I want to leave you with this useful analogy for improving your communication skills. Similar to watching videos to learn how to ride a bike, watching videos to improve social skills can be helpful. Yes, watching others perform can be really beneficial. Knowing the precise mechanics of how motorcycles operate can be useful. However, getting on and pedaling right away is the quickest way to learn how to ride a bike. You will undoubtedly stumble often, but eventually you will succeed. This simply happens when you go out and start chatting with more people. Finally, you'll learn how to balance properly. There will probably be a few awkward moments, but in the end, you will learn the culture's norms and customs. You will gradually learn what is appropriate and what is not, as well as how to balance your speech and speak with grace. Simply venture and engage more people in conversation. That is the key. If you want to improve your social skills, you will need to make a consistent effort to socialize and talk to more people. While it might start off a little awkward, don't let yourself get discouraged. The more you practice, the easier it will become to start conversations and keep them going in ways that feel natural. Over time, your conversation skills will improve, and you will find conversations easier and more enjoyable. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new content. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in my next video.